We are deep into the offseason here on June 23rd, more than 9 weeks away from week one of the college football season. And the trash talk is getting kicked up. You clicked on this video because you know what I'm going to talk about. As an FSU guy, I've got some mixed thoughts on what happened today. Thomas Castellanos certainly not afraid to partake in a bit of trash talk well before this kickoff against Alabama week one in Tallahassee. We'll get right into it, and I want to hear your thoughts on his comments. But in an interview with On3's Pete Nakos, which there's a funny part of that coming up if the video itself isn't good enough for you, he was asked about, and the question was not posed directly in the interview, so I can't provide the full context of how it was asked or if there's maybe a different way you could take this. But for all those people that say quotes may be taken out of context, I don't know how you could provide any context that makes this quote any different. He told Nakos, "They don't have Nick Saban to save them. I just don't see them stopping me." Now, it is true. Thomas Castellanos is right. Did Alabama experience a lesser season than expected with Kalen DeBoer in year one? Absolutely. Any Alabama fan, which we have tons of them on this channel that are subscribed, we appreciate that. They will be the first to admit, they will be the first to tell you last year did not go the way that Alabama fans hoped, expected year one of the DeBoer regime would go. That said, there are probably 100 teams in college football that would take a down year of 9-3, 9-4 if you count the bowl game. I don't know how much bowl games matter anymore, but there are a lot of people that would like to be in sad times going 9-3, winning against their rival, winning against Georgia, who went to the playoff. There were a lot of teams that would trade shoes with Alabama. So yeah, Castellanos is right. Year one under DeBoer wasn't quite Saban-esque, but that's a bold statement to make. I just don't see them stopping me. Hey, is there a chance that Castellanos goes off and absolutely has a spectacular performance against Alabama? Absolutely. Running quarterbacks have given Alabama some trouble. Alabama fans, again, will be the first to mention this to you. We saw Pavia last year. We saw what happened in the bowl game. We've seen that. That is not a wild thought in a vacuum, right? In looking at it just directly. However, Florida State fans are well aware of this, and I'm not going to defend these comments at all. We will see what happens on August 30th. But to come out and say that and not maybe read the room, not understand the position. Yeah, we talked about Alabama's underwhelming season. Buddy, you want to talk about underwhelming? I sat through it last year. I lived it. I was there for much of it. I flew to Dublin. I was in Doak Campbell Stadium on Labor Day night when Boston College beat our heads in. I was there for UNC just absolutely torching us. I was there when we couldn't even get close to coming competitive with Florida. I was there for a lot of it. And yeah, maybe Alabama's season was underwhelming last year, but Florida State's was disastrous. Now, Castellanos wasn't there for that. I'll give him that. But maybe read the room just a little bit. Here's what I will say. I don't think this has a massive impact on the game. I don't know that I buy bulletin board material. Now, people may disagree with that. Feel free to let me know in the comments. I don't think these comments have any impact on the outcome of the game. On a 4th and 1 with Florida State down 4, late in the fourth quarter, driving in Alabama territory, I don't think the defensive linemen think back to, oh, man, remember that quote he made to Nakos to On3 in the off? No, man, they're going all out on that play anyway, right? I don't buy that in that moment they go harder because of some quote some kid gave to, an online news outlet. I just don't think the quote makes a difference. I don't think Kalen DeBoer is pushing his guys harder week one of fall camp because of the quote. I don't think Florida State guys are more energized because this was, I don't think it really matters on the game. I would love to know your thoughts, though. Before I give you my take on the comments, why it's good, why it's bad, whatever, I do want to know your thoughts. Hit the comments right now and let me know. Alabama fans, you've been great to us on the channel. Florida State fans obviously came over from Double Fries No Slaw too. Y'all are great. I do want to hear your thoughts. Good thing, bad thing, concerning, worrying, or do you love this maybe? Do you love this if you're on either side? I would like to hear it. Speaking on the game, if you are an Alabama fan coming to the game, Florida State fans probably are aware of this too. We talk about it a lot on the Florida State show. We will have a tailgate with all the renovations, all the construction, everything going on. It is a little tougher to tailgate around Doak Campbell Stadium. It's a really good tailgate setup. I was in Tuscaloosa for a game last year. They've got a great setup as well. If you want to come to the game, we will do a tailgate where you can get all you can eat, all you can drink. We'll have Guthrie's there. I know you guys are familiar with that. We will do it. It'll be a double fries kind of event, but we'll have a lot of people from College Football Addiction. I've got a bunch of Bama fans that have already told me they're coming. We will drop details on that soon. We will also be giving away 2 tickets to that game. I don't care who enters to win, but 2 free tickets to the Alabama FSU game. I would like it to go to a Florida State fan because I'm biased, but if an Alabama fan wins, I'm not the one selecting it. So Alabama fans, feel free to enter that as well. Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe, lock in, whatever, jump on, email me, whatever you need to do, but stay locked into the channel so that you have a chance to not only come to the tailgate, but enter to win the free tickets, because tickets are insane for that week 1 game. All right, on to the comment. I have always been a big believer that you don't need to talk, right? You don't need to trash talk. Now, when you're really good, when you're the 2001 Hurricanes or you're the 2013-14 Seminoles or you're Alabama when you're on the run that they had under Saban, sure, you can talk because you can back it up way more often than you can't. When I played football, our coach always said, you don't say a word to the other team. If I find out you said one word to the other team, good, bad, or indifferent, I will bench you. I don't care who you are. None of our stars ever did that. I was a scrub, but none of our stars ever did that. But he told us, I will bench you if you do this. He said, you talk with 2 things, your shoulder pads and the scoreboard. And so that's always been my mindset forever, right? Do I talk trash here and there? Yes, I'm not playing anymore. I don't care. I can't impact the game. Do I, jab with people on Twitter or in these comments? Absolutely. I have no problem with that. But when you're playing, my mindset was always that you don't have to say a word. Guess what? It goes both ways. I've had times where I have trash talked when played high school basketball, a little bit better there. I've had times where it worked out great for me. I've had times where it didn't work out so great for me when I trash talked, right? And I think sometimes you're going to hit, sometimes you're not. Castellanos may hit here, he might not. We'll see. But I've always been of that mindset. I have no problem with the confidence. I've just always been a believer that you let your play take care of the talking. And if you want to talk after you win, we've seen players do that. We've seen people come out, and whether it's through Instagram comments or whether it's through interviews or post-game stuff, you want to talk after you've won, I got no problems with that, man. Rub salt in the wound when you win a big game. No problems at all with that. Florida State parades a gator head around the field when they win against Florida. It's fun. It adds to it. I love it. No problems at all. In this specific situation, I don't know that it's the wisest thing. I don't know that it is great for Florida State to do this, for Thomas Castellanos. I don't know how this made it past Florida State's PR, who this unfortunately happens to more often than not, but that's maybe a topic for the Florida State specific channel. I've just always been of that belief that you don't necessarily need to do this. Do I think it impacts the game? No. Do I think that it gets used a ton if Florida State's not able to win this? Absolutely. This will be the most shared tweet. Nakos' tweet will be the most shared tweet, one way or another. Florida State fans will backtrack on this, and they will say, see, our guy knew if they win that game. But if they lose, it will be the most shared tweet by all of college football if Alabama's able to win this game. And that's not a good look, because not only do you have the loss, you have the PR hit as well. Here's what I do like about it. I like the confidence, right? You want every player on your roster, whether you're Florida State or you're Alabama, you want every player on your roster believing that you're going to go in and beat the dog crap out of your opponent. I don't care if you're playing Kent State or you're playing Alabama. You want your players to believe this. Do you want your players to say it out loud? Maybe, maybe not, right? Alabama fans, let me know right now in the comments. Do you want Ty Simpson to come out and tomorrow give the same exact quote to Pete Nakos? Do you want him to say Bobby Bowden's not there or Jimbo Fisher's not there? They can't stop me. I mean, if you do, great. I truly want to hear your thoughts on this. But I don't think anybody wants their players to say this because it's just not necessarily a good look if you can't back it up. And let's be honest, Florida State's a 12.5-point dog in this game. This isn't a coin flip, according to Vegas. But I love the confidence. I would prefer the way that Castellanos is approaching it in his mind over the way that Florida State has approached games the last year, right? 2 years ago, I think Jordan would have thought the same thing. I like the way that he's approaching it. I like the confidence. I like the fact that he does feel like he has the chip on his shoulder and he's going to turn this thing around. Do I love him saying it? No. Do I love the confidence that comes with it? Yes. So I'm split. I like both sides. I like and dislike things about both of them. That's probably how most FSU fans feel. I don't want to speak for everybody. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below, but that's probably how they feel. I also think it's relatively low risk for Florida State. A PR hit is not as bad as a loss, right? So it'll be compounded. If Florida State can't win this game, you'll get not only the loss, but you'll get the PR hit. But then we'll get to Tuesday and nobody will remember anymore, right? It'll be off to the next game. It'll be, who plays this Saturday or who plays Thursday night or who plays here or there. It will be relatively quick, but it will add to it. It will compound it. And it's low risk for Florida State. You're a 12.5-point dog. Nobody really thinks you're going to win anyway. Most Florida State fans don't think you're going to win this game. So it's not like it's a high risk thing, right? This would be a higher risk thing if Kalen DeBoer said it or if Ty Simpson said it or something like that. It's low risk. It's not that big of a deal. It is middle of June. We ain't got a lot to talk about that's actually football related. And I don't know that this is football related. At the end of the day, I like the confidence. I don't like saying it. Let your actions do the talking. Sometimes it's better to say nothing and have that internal confidence. Say that in your locker room. Say that to your teammates. Say that to your coaches, your family, your friends. But I don't necessarily know that you need to say it for the world to hear. Because if you're not able to back it up, it certainly looks wild when it comes to light. Again, I've asked you several times. Let me know your thoughts down below. Bama fans, Florida State fans, we will do a tailgate for this game. It is going to be hot. It is going to be a ton of fun. We'll have tents. We'll have shade. We'll have fans. We'll have drinks. We'll have a lot of food from Guthrie's. We will have a blast before the game, so make sure you're locked in with the channel. I will continue to advertise that and let you guys know about where you can get tickets, where you can enter to win tickets for the game here on the channel anytime I do a Bama or Florida State video, so just look out for those. You ain't got to watch a Michigan State video to find that out later. But if you're an Alabama fan, Florida State fan, we'd love to have you. We keep things civil. We've had big Florida State, Miami tailgates. Nothing crazy is going to happen, and it'll be a good time where you can just come, Uber to the tailgate. You don't got to worry about parking. You don't got to worry about finding a place to set up, bringing stuff. When you're coming from out of town, just come hang out with us. We'll have a blast. Thank you guys for watching College Football Addiction. Let me know your thoughts below, and we'll talk to you soon.